I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds, and this is the Encore Summit. Such great conversations happening around how an older workforce fits into all sectors across this incredible province that is Newfoundland and Labrador. And I want to tell you, there's one thing Newfoundland and Labrador does best, and that's hospitality. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
My name is Hickey, and I am the Manager of Member Engagement and Development with Hospitality Newfoundland and Labrador.
An older workforce, where does that intersect the hospitality industry, Linda?
I think older workers and hospitality it's a perfect marriage. I'm very familiar with people myself who have retired teachers, that have worked probably 30, 35 years and are now ready to exit out of that particular role, but not necessarily ready to give up work. So they're looking for flexibility. They're looking and saying, I'd like to work 20 hours a week. I want to socialize. I want to be among people. I want to be out there. I want to contribute to society, maybe on a lesser scale. So I always say to people, if you're hiring, don't think 40 hours a week. Maybe think 220s. Or 315s is 45 hours, and that gives you that staff. So I think we need to be aware of the flexibility in the workplace for people who have just kind of want something else to do so that they can carry on and contribute.
And those people bring so much experience to the conversation, so much life experience to the conversation. Talk to me about the importance of that specifically in hospitality.
I've heard this term so often that senior workers are the ones, that's the loyalty is there, the commitment is there. They're the ones that you can depend on, they're the key holders for the business. They're the ones that make sure the rest of the team is doing well because they've had all this life experience and they want to share that and make sure that wherever it's to in the world of work in tourism, whether it's food and beverage, accommodation, these are the jobs that they're saying, I want to help somebody else along the way, but I still want to contribute.
Linda, I had the pleasure of talking to some folks in the hospitality industry recently, and I was struck by the generations that were represented, young and old, everybody in the industry. Talk to me about the importance of that intergenerational collaboration in hospitality.
Well, I think that's what's happened is in the tourism hospitality industry. We're so diverse. We're everywhere. I always say that tourism is everywhere. It's gas stations, right? And so we have young people, who are probably part-time, they're in university and they want a part-time job. So they want somebody to show them, to mentor them into the industry. It's such an energized occupation to hold. There's very high level jobs in tourism, make no mistake about it. There's manager level, there's supervisor level, there's general manager level. These are high profile positions that people are leaning into. So they might start off doing 20 hours a week and say, this is something that I'd really like to do. I'd like to work in it. Think of your people person. And then they move up the scale. They need older workers, right, to help mentor them to get them to that phase.
Linda, what would you say to a school teacher, done the 30 years educating the next generation and now looking for something different? What would you say to them about the hospitality industry?
Come follow me. Come follow me, because I've been there, and that's what I did even myself, right? But absolutely, I always say to people, have flexibility, right? Me this morning, I got here in this building at 10 to 9. It's a bit late for me for a 9 o'clock start, but you know what? I had to get my granddaughter on the bus before I got here. So we need to be flexible when we're dealing with these workers, 20 hours, 15 hours, make it work for them. Right? And if that means 2 people, 3 people, what do we need to bring on? And inclusivity. Make sure they're included, because for them it's a social aspect as well. They want to feel part of it. They want to be proud. There's a pride in everything we do in this province, and we certainly do that really well in tourism.
Linda, thank you very much for your perspective. You got one lucky granddaughter. That's for sure.
Thank you so much, sir. Awesome.